One of the most powerful acts in the history of civil rights was made in the 1968 Summer Olympics. At the center of that movement was bronze medalist John Carlos, an African-American sprinter who took a big risk with one defiant gesture. I recently sat down with Carlos to talk about how his public protest changed the world and the trajectory of the civil rights movement.
I was in this grass field standing on a box, and I could hear voices, I could hear laughter and happiness. All of the happiness, instantaneously, like somebody hit a switch, turned to anger and vulgarness, spitting, telling me where to go.
For 1968 U.S. 200 meters bronze medalist John Carlos, what started as a dream one night during his childhood would be realized as a powerful prophecy of his future.
And this vision of raising my left arm, and you know, as a kid, you want to get up and raise your arm so high and get up on your toes because you want everybody to see you. And just as I went to do that, my hand froze in time. Now the thing is that it froze in time in the same position it was 15 years later in Mexico.
This time, it wasn't a dream. It was live and on a world stage. At the Summer Olympics, his USA Olympic track and field teammate Tommie Smith won gold in the 200. Carlos won bronze. What happened next at the 1968 Summer Olympic Games sent shockwaves around the world and will forever be etched in history. While on the medal presentation platform, the two American athletes made a resounding statement about their black pride by raising their fists in the Black Power salute against racial injustice and inequality. Carlos and Smith wore symbols of strength and protest on the victory stand, the black fist glove representing unity, the beads protesting lynchings, and the black socks without shoes representing black poverty. It was the height of the civil rights movement, and both men were part of the Olympic Project for Human Rights, which pushed for a boycott of the '68 Games.
And when it came down to the quarter semi, I approached Tommie and I told Tommie that I was disenchanted with the fact that the boycott was called off, and I wanted to make a statement. What's your take on that? He said he was with me.
Ultimately, the International Olympic Committee expelled Carlos and Smith from the Games. Australian silver medalist Peter Norman, who showed solidarity with the Americans, was also forced out for wearing an Olympic Project for Human Rights badge on the victory stand.
So anything that was happening to us here in the United States, it was happening maybe double fold to Peter Norman in Australia. I mean, they kicked him off the team. So he suffered quite a bit for merely making a statement. But what I admire, respect, and love about Peter, and will go out through eternity with me, is that they went to him and they said, all you have to do is denounce these guys, and you'd be back on Front Street. And he never wavered. He never denounced us. He never backed away from us, never said one bad thing about us. I respect him as much today as I did the day I actually met him and embraced him. 53
years later, Carlos supports an athlete's right to be an advocate. I asked him about hammer thrower Gwen Berry, who turned her back on the American flag as the national anthem was playing during the Olympic trials.
Without no Gwen Berry, where's their growth? We'll just keep repeating the same thing, putting our hand on our heart and crying, and then we always the one that's left out? Someone has to make a statement somewhere.
In the end, Carlos says he has no regrets about his actions in 1968 because it made the world take note.
It's great to be a beacon or a lighthouse, you know, to let someone on the other side of the world know that there is hope.
If you could do it all over.
No hesitation.
No hesitation?
None whatsoever.
John Carlos currently lives outside of Atlanta, where he continues to be an advocate for social justice by sharing his story.